Many, many years ago, I was challenged and frustrated with my own playing, and as a result, became a bit depressed. It's disheartening, right? I seemed to be playing the same stuff over and over again. I was stuck in familiarity and somehow couldn't get out of the rut. This happened one night at Lenny's on the Turnpike, a well-known jazz club in Peabody, about half an hour or so from here. I was on stage with the Miles Davis Quintet, which included Ron Carter, Tony Williams, and Wayne Shorter. I was really in a rut that night. Everything I played sounded the same. Miles could sense my sense of frustration, so he leaned over to me and said, "Don't play the butter notes." The butter notes? What could he possibly mean? But since it came from Miles, I knew it had to mean something. So I figured that he meant don't play the obvious notes, because I was thinking butter might mean fat, and fat might mean obvious. You know? Doesn't apply to the body, so don't worry about it. The most obvious notes might be the third and seventh of a chord, because they define the nature of the chord. I realized if I left out the third and seventh notes, I'd have a lot of other notes that could work without confining my solos to the obvious, restricted interpretation. This would allow the harmonies to be opened up to various views. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. In a way, music is like math. So if you're playing a scale, this is 1, that's 3, that's 5. And this is 7, that's a major 7th, and that's a dominant 7th. So the third is whether it's minor or major. And the 7th can tell you whether it might go here or it might be a place where you might end up. So in a song, let's take something that might be in what we say D minor. The old way of thinking that got me into a rut was thinking, being used to having the third and the 7th in a chord. Okay. Now, if you leave out the third, that's this note, and the 7th, you have these other notes that you can play. So it just gives you more possibilities of things you could play. So that kind of freed me from just being kind of stuck in and just playing. Now, I didn't throw away playing that way. But I included something brand new for me at the time. So even though when I played the next solo, it felt cumbersome and sounded erratic, to my surprise, the audience responded positively and gave me excellent feedback. I believe within this raw exploration, they felt my openness and my desire to try something imaginative. I used Miles's suggestion as an exercise, and this experience became groundbreaking for me and opened the doorway to the future of my performances. Not only did it affect my style of playing throughout the rest of my life, it taught me the valuable lessons of courage, conviction, confidence, and trust. Ethics. Miles could feel my frustration, and through his compassion for me and his respect for my feelings, he made the wisest of comments. Only a great master can provide a path to finding your own true answers.